Hello, hello, hello. This is Scrapping Like a Lady. How you guys doing today? I am on my way to work. Oh, Jesus. So today, my sister called me with her couch debacle. And I'll tell you guys all about that in a little bit. She'll probably get pissed that I'm telling y'all, but I'm going to tell y'all anyways. So, this morning, my sister's talking to me on the phone. And the doorbell rings. So then the dogs are barking. I'm still laying in bed. Willie ain't even hand me my coffee yet. Okay, I'm on the road, lady. Move your car. Jesus. She's coming in and I'm going this way. No. So, what happened, Lord? The doorbell's ringing. I get up. I open the door. And I'm looking like a ragamuffin anyways, mind you, because I got my rag on my head. I'm just trying to do my sleep thing. And this boy is standing there and I'm like, yes. And he says, we're here to install your solar, we're from SunPro. We're here to install your solar batteries. Excuse me, what? Yeah. So Willie was hinting that he had ordered it and that it would be like $40,000, $50,000. And I was like, okay, maybe he's gonna order it. But apparently he had already put the order in months ago before he had even told me he was going to do it. So I know he said it because I said, okay, we're gonna take on another $50,000 in debt or so. Okay. But I didn't know he had done it. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of stuff kind of gets my goat, you know, because when you're a couple, you discuss things, you say, okay, this is the way we are going, you know, and we finalize it together, you know. I mean, I'm not mad at him. You know, he just kind of smirks, so I was like, gotcha. And I don't like that. So, because I wouldn't have a problem with it if he allowed me to do the same things. Like, he wants full permission. He wants his blood, you know, written with his signature written in blood type of thing, you know. But for me, he wants me to just be like, okay, use the sire, use the king, you know. So then he goes back upstairs because, you know, his office is upstairs in the house. So he goes upstairs and these people keep saying, what about this? What about that? I don't know nothing. Okay, look at my face. Do I even look like I know about a battery, AC, DC conversions and stuff like that? No, mama don't know nothing. Leave me alone. So I go up there and he's on a meeting. He's got his headset on. He's in a meeting. He's got all these screens and I'm going, get down there and handle your business with these people. He's like, ah. Yeah. They probably was like, oh, Willie wife ain't for play. No. You ordered this expensive crap. You go deal with it. So that's how my morning started out, y'all. And I still ain't got my morning cup of coffee. It's a good thing when I walk in the door, Pam has my coffee right there ready for me every single day. She goes and gets my coffee. So at least I got that. When one wife lets you down, at least you got a second backup. You know, you can't have one chick. You got to have two chicks. Okay. So then, let's get to my sister. My sister bought, I'm going to talk ghetto for y'all. My sister bought this couch on July 4th. I told her not to buy this couch. She was like, I want it, da. So she didn't know that the contract she was signing at Ashley's Furniture. Let me say that. She did not know that Ashley Furniture had hooked up with Rent-A-Center. So this couch that was supposed to be like $2,700, if you didn't pay it by the end of your 90 days, by the time you paid it out, it's 90 days, same as cash. But if you don't pay it in the 90 days, then you're basically going to be paying $6,000 or something like that for this sofa. Did you hear me? Yes, it doubles. A little more than doubles. So she calls me up. Lisa, can you believe this, that, and the other? Did you see me sign something? Oh, girl, I ain't seen nothing. I was just sitting there minding my own business. I just went with you. So, long story short, y'all, don't sign nothing at Ashley Furniture. Hell, don't even shop at Ashley Furniture, if you ask me. I mean, I'm just saying. So, that's my opinion, and I'm going to give it. So, she needed to pay it right then and there. So I took my little ugly self up there and gave them $1,300 to finish paying off her little loan thing. And now, the sofa, today is the 11th. It's supposed to be delivered by like the 15th. How come she called up there to see when her sofa was going to be delivered and they said, no, you canceled it? She's like, yeah, no, I didn't. They said, oh, what is that company called? It'll come to me in a minute. The finance company canceled it. How? They can't do that. They've been paid in full. Y'all been paid in full. Y'all can't do that. So, yeah. I need to drop this thing off at my son's work, but I ain't got no time because I'm late for work. It's already 2 after the hour and I ain't even by my work. It's whatever, Jesus. So she called me up. They don't have my sofa. They say it was canceled, yada yada, and some more yada. She is all up in arms. I ain't like the sofa, to be honest with you. I don't particularly care for Ashley Furniture. It looked like, you know how you go down to those bargain furniture places? It looks one step above that. That's just how I feel about it. I don't like their furniture. They might have a piece or two that's nice, but I'm talking about how it's made. It's cheaply made stuff. So, I don't care for it. It might not have a cheaply made price, but it's got a cheaply made quality. So, she's like, well, I'm going to have to sue them, take them to small claims court, and all of this kind of stuff. I said, you know what, Sean, she's got a operation coming up here. And I'm like, you got all this stuff coming up. You got more important things to be worried about than $2,700 or whatever it was. You know what that buzzard said to me? She said, Lisa, well, to some people, $2,700 is a lot of money. I said, stop the press, because she always do that. I said, stop the press. $2,700 is a lot of money to anybody. Just because I have more than you have, don't mean that I don't count all my coins important. How you gonna tell me, oh? See, but she always does that. I'm like, that's not important. Well, that's because you have something. Okay. And I let it slide all the time. But I was like, you need to stop saying that, because that ain't right. Because coins are important to everybody. You know, I work hard for my coins. So just because I got 10 coins and you got 2, don't mean that I don't count the other 8 important. I count them all important. You know, hell, I think that people that have less money should spend less, but that's not the case. It seems like people that have less spend more. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, you know, because it ain't right. If you got less coins, you know, I'm not saying that you should be wearing cheap Converse or, you know, knockoffs and stuff like that you don't deserve to have nice stuff. I think you do, but I think there's a priority. You ought to save your money and save up for that thing, not take your rent money or let me get over baby boy, not take your rent money or your important monies, you know, and go out and splurge on the kids and yourself and everything like that, and then you looking like who shot the sheriff at the end of the month. Oh no, we won't be doing that. I never did that, you know. Kim's like, Mom, you used to dress us like bums. I said, girl, first of all, go get yourself a therapist. Second of all, now you got your own coins. You can dress the way you want. Don't come telling me what I did, right or wrong. I don't want to hear about it. And that's what I tell her. I'm like, I don't want to hear about it. I really just don't. You know, if I dressed you like a bum, then I was a mama who dressed their kids like a bum. And that's just where it's at. That wasn't a priority to me, what you had on the clothes you had on. You know, if we were going somewhere important, yeah, I wanted you to look like something. But I ain't gonna drop that thing off because I'm gonna be so late for this lady. She gonna be like, you don't even care about your people at all. So let me get my little ugly self to work. But some of these people, I'm telling you, I know. I was born in the hood, you know, so they take their money and they go out and they look at fly on Easter. Margaret is matching, you know, Margie, and everybody else got all the blue, and this year they do all the pink, and then this year they do all the teal. Okay, that's great. But Margie, did you save your money to be able to do that? Or did you take your rent money and now you're going to be low, you know, or short for the rest of the month? Let's see, we ain't doing all of that. This thing over here. Well, we ain't doing all of that. So, I just think that's a poor man's mentality. I do. If you ain't got the coins to make something happen, I think you ought to save your coins so you have the amount to make it happen. You know, you shouldn't be borrowing from this person to pay this person, Peter to pay Paul, or however that saying goes. You know, you shouldn't do that. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes if you're buying a house, come on, people, if you're buying a car, if you're buying huge ticket items, you know, yeah, we don't have $50,000, $60,000 laying around for a car, you know. So you got to finance that. That's one thing. But I don't know. I just, no matter what it is, if you want it, I don't care if it's $10 and you only got $5. You ought to wait, save your money till you get that other $5. Oh, I gotta sneeze. The allergies choosing. So I know a lot of people don't listen to this name and like, you need to mind your own dang on business. And you're right, I do need to mind my own business. But I do have an opinion, and I'm gonna give it. The one guy, what is his name? He always say, I'm gonna give my opinion surely as we go. He just tickled me. He's so crazy. He on YouTube. I forget what his name is. He's some light-skinned brother that's crazy as hell. But I listen to him because I like crazy. Crazy do me right. So when it comes to my hobbies, I told y'all, I don't go out and spend my mortgage money. I don't. Pretty soon I ain't gonna have a mortgage, y'all. But anyways, I don't go out and spend my mortgage money. I don't. I'm a smart chick. The money I get for tips, the money that, you know, my overflow money, that's what I blow. That's what I blow. And if you ain't got some overflow money, go do the Ubers and the Lyfts and stuff like that. Because, see, this girl right here, she know how to get some coins. She knows how to get her coins. Not that that's the most important thing, but that's what we're talking about right now, okay? I get my coins, and I put some over here. I'm like, okay, that's for bills. Put some over here, okay, that's for play. Put some over here and be like, okay, this is for emergencies. You got to do that. If you don't have your emergency fund, honey, you shouldn't be out putting nothing in the party fund or nothing in the, hobby fund or any of those kind of things. You got to get that money in your emergency fund first. Put your money away. Everyone's always looking for happiness, temporary happiness, and all this kind of stuff like that. But you know what? I'm going back to this guy right here. We all want that temporary happiness. Hell, that's why we eat the cheesecake. But you got to do more than just look for that temporary happiness. You got to look for that long-term happiness. You know, like you got to shorten long-term memory, you got to shorten a long-term pocketbook. That's what you ought to have, because good things don't last always. And you know what? I will buy something like, oh, I got to get this thing. I got to get this thing, and then I get this thing. I'm like, so what? I got that thing. That's human. That's human nature. That's just how we roll. That's how we do. You know, I remember I was like, oh my gosh, I want another baby. I want another baby. That's when I was in my baby phase of my life. I was obsessed. I went to the fertility doctors. I went over here. I spent money over there. I burned credit cards up. I did it all. Yes. Then I got the baby. Of course, I was appreciative of the baby. That was Cameron. He was my third child, you know. But I wanted Willie to have a child. So, but I only want to give him one. And then those folks said, oh, you're pregnant. I said, excuse me, what? Wait a minute. I didn't sign up for this. You know? Logan just, boop, boop. He was up in there, girl. I was like, no. I just had a baby. I can't have another one because I have hyperemesis gravidera when I get pregnant. You know, you are on IVs for the whole 9 months. It's horrible. You can't keep nothing down. You know, I just wanted one. So then we got that extra one. I was like, I don't know if I can do this for a whole 9 months. You know, I wanted him up out of there. Okay? So I just had to deal with it. Maybe that's not a good example, but that's the one I'm thinking of, honey, because I did not want another child. But now, I appreciate him. He's my road dog, you know. He's my baby love. I love that boy. So sometimes we get stuff that we don't appreciate. And I didn't. I did not appreciate getting pregnant again. I was like, Lord, he said, you asked. And I was like, okay, that's it. So I went and made sure while I was pregnant, Willie got a vasectomy. But now I'm all the way over here. We were talking about coins. But yeah, I was sitting up there 8 months pregnant with him getting his vasectomy. All those men were looking at me like, what are you doing here? I was like, we fixing this problem right now. This ain't ever gonna happen to Missy again. So we gonna fix his problem because he the one with the problem. Because if he didn't have shooters, I wouldn't be pregnant. I wouldn't be in this position, you know. So, and I remember the day I got pregnant with Logan too. That's another story. I'm gonna have to tell y'all that story. So, Miss Lisa's at work. I got to go in here and make some Texans beautiful. You guys be good to yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Don't be too good. Don't spend that rent money. Prioritize your money. Do you have money in your savings? Do you? If you don't have money in your savings, you ought not be out buying any diamond art or any of your other hobbies. Put money in your savings first. Miss Lisa, love you. Deuces.